guys, it's Christina from Redefined Creative, and I am back with another month of the Stash Bash YouTube Hop. So this is where a group of us YouTube creators get together and work on bashing something from our stash. And so the topic for this month was to work on pulling out something that we had had in our stash for at least 2 years. And so I decided to take that and kind of run with it and go a lot further back than that. And so I was focusing on these rub-ons that you saw just a second ago there on the screen. And they are from Hey Elsie. And they were, Love Elsie actually is the name of them. And they are from 2006. So they were released from KM Memories in 2006. So very, very old rub-ons. And so one of my top tips for bashing my stash of older things is to pair it up with some really fun new product that I'm excited to use. So I've pulled a bunch of older embellishments, including those rub-ons, and I'm pairing it up with some brand new paper. So all of these pattern papers are from the brand new Paige Evans Pick Me Up collection. So I'm using that bright blue as my background paper. And then I had a scrap of this frames paper left over from another project, and so I'm using a strip of that going vertically on my background. And then I'm also using that kind of horizontal strip of the sailboat paper. And it's really kind of awesome because these rub-ons perfectly match the colors in this new collection. So the rub-ons themselves were from 2006. The papers are from 2018, and the color combination matches perfectly, which is awesome. And so what I wanted to do is kind of work with these different rub-ons in a couple of different ways. So I know that I want to use some of them to fill up some of these frames. And I also know that I want to create some embellishment clusters. And I don't have like puffy stickers or chipboard or anything like that. I'm just trying to focus on this package of rub-ons. And so I'm going to try and use them in a few different ways. So some of them, as you can see, are just going down on my pattern paper background. So they're just going to be used as a typical rub-on. And then what I'm also doing is I'm grabbing some of my craft foam. And some of these rub-ons I'm going to rub directly onto that craft foam because that's going to give them dimension and make them look and feel much more like a puffy sticker. So even though I don't have any puffy stickers in my collection, I can use those rub-ons on foam and get a similar look. And so I'm just going to go ahead here and kind of start applying things. So there's a whole lot of rubbing rub-ons onto background paper, and I'm not going to make you watch all of that process, of course, but I'm just finding things that kind of match with the sizes and shapes of the boxes and going with those. So this is just a 4x6 photo of my son, and he has this huge smile on his face. He's caught mid-laugh, and this is from a trip we took to Hawaii when he was little. And so we were trying to kind of come up with games and silly things that we could do in the car while we were all, sightseeing and driving around the island of Maui. And so in this particular photo, him and I are playing peekaboo with a baby wipe. So he kept putting the baby wipe up in front of his face and playing peekaboo with me, and he just thought it was the funniest game ever. And so that's just what this photo kind of is capturing here. So I'm just going to continue kind of adding my rub-ons. I have a cluster up in that top left of some clouds. And so one is on the fun foam and then one is flat on the background. And I am going to add some more detail up there as well. And then now I'm just working on these frames on the bottom of the photo. So I have that phrase that says dream trip. I have that little kind of palm tree looking thing right next to it. I've added the word enjoy in that box off on the left. And then underneath this little cloud and camera that I have by my title, I'm going to add the phrase that came on the rub-ons that says live your dreams. And so even the alphas that I picked for this particular layout are some older ones that have been in my stash for a while. So the white ones are an older Amy Tangerine, and then the black and white polka dot one is a really old one from Momenta. And I'm not sure what that one's called. It doesn't really have any labeling on the package. That tells you how old it is. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some puffy sticker black stars, and these are from Bella Boulevard. And so I'm going to take one of the large cutout stars where the center is cut out and add that to each of my kind of 3 emphasis clusters. And then I'm going to take 2 of the smaller black, just plain ones, and add them in the same way. You can also see off camera down in the bottom, I went ahead and used one of those frames for my journaling. And then I put this cute little car that's kind of the mustardy color that's also in the frames on top as well. And that's basically going to do it for this layout. So my biggest tip to you when you're working on bashing some older stash is to pair it up with something brand new that you're really excited to use. And then find different little ways to add dimension, like using rub-ons on foam instead of on paper to create a new dimension. Do make sure you click down below and check out all the other ladies who are playing along today, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!